So I want to talk about going all in. A couple months ago, started working with a consultant. We decided, kind of concepted this project, this thing that I want to do, laying out the vision, laying out the strategy. And you know, a lot of people, and this was me at one point, so I guess I know of what I speak. You have these ideas and you're like, well, let me test the water, let me get proof of concept. And I get that, you know, you're scared. Here's the irony of that approach, is that a lot of times the thing that draws people to a project, or the thing that creates inertia and momentum in a project when it's first getting off the ground, is you. So the idea of, well, let me dip my toe in the water, let me see if this is gonna work, let me give it a real half-ass, moderate approach, and then if everybody tells me that it's amazing, and if everybody wants to give me their money, and if everybody makes me feel like a king, then I'll commit to it. Well, when you do that, you undermine whatever it is, you undermine its very potentiality to actually get traction, because when you're starting something, when you're trying to build something from nothing as an entrepreneur, you're trying to create, initially what's gonna draw people to a project is gonna be your commitment, your enthusiasm, your passion, your belief. And so waiting to see if they respond before you decide that you're all in, you're not actually giving anybody something to actually respond to. So in the spirit of that, in the spirit of truly putting our money where our mouth is, you know, we decided, hey, let's take some pictures and let's create some content. And so we actually flew out to LA. My wife and I do a lot of stuff together, so she's involved in the project too. You can actually see her. Hold on, we're gonna get her in the shot. There we go. So my wife is actually back there getting photographed for part of this. I've been getting photographed all day. We rented out the studio. We've got a whole team here. We've got photographers, we've got lighting, we've got production, we've got wardrobe. I've got my consultant here. I've got my brand architect. This is called going all in. This is not pussyfooting around. Here's our outfits. This is not pussyfooting around. This is not saying, well, let me see if people like what I'm doing, and then if they like what I'm doing, then I'll commit. Then I'll inject my passion, then I'll infuse my heart and soul, and then I'll really be behind something. Because ultimately, what you're saying is, I'm insecure, and so I'm not really gonna put myself out there until I know people like me. That's basically what it is. This is like when it comes to launching a business or launching a creative idea, we're basically all, I don't know, 15 years old, walking into high school going, do people like me? And then we're saying, well, if they like me, then I'll act like the popular kid. But remember in high school, the kid that just showed up and he just had this ambiance of like, I don't care. And that was actually the kid that everybody liked and everybody wanted to sit with at lunch. Like the guy that seemed to float when he walked. That's the one that everybody wants to be around. And you've got to be that in your own business. If you can't be the cool kid in your own life, if you can't be the one that isn't waiting for other people to tell you that you're good enough, and other people to tell you that you're popular, and other people to tell you that your idea is a good idea and that it's going to work and that it's worth investing in, if you can't be the person that brings certainty to your own business or your own project, then what on this earth are you really expecting to happen from other people? What are you expecting other people to do in response to you that's going to make you feel more certain about you than you already feel about yourself? Okay, I'm calling you out. I'm encouraging you, go all in. You may not have the resources to go down to LA and put this whole production thing together. Whatever your thing is, my guess is you have more than what you're giving it. And if you want people to buy into you, you have to show them that you are already bought into yourself. Fact, that's not gonna change. It's not gonna change if you wait. You're not gonna wait this one out. This is gonna be how it is today and tomorrow and in a year and in a decade and the day you die. This reality never will have changed. And if you haven't made it happen and shown the world that you're it, your creation, your business, your love, your passion, your heart, whatever it is, that it deserves to exist in the world, if you haven't led by example on being passionate about what you offer, you will die unfulfilled, because nobody's gonna bring that to your life. You have to bring it, and then other people will follow. Anyway, I'm encouraging you to be bold and go take some action. Thanks for your time. Jeff Lerner, signing off.